Hi, welcome back. We've done some incredible work together so far, mapping out your assets, identifying your values, and thinking through the people you want to benefit. But today, we're going to talk about the person who makes sure all that hard work actually happens. We're talking about choosing your executor. Imagine you've spent months planning a beautiful, complex event. You've picked the venue, the food, and the guest list. But on the day of the event, you aren't there to coordinate. You need someone to step in, manage the vendors, handle the paperwork, and make sure everyone shows up. In the world of estate planning, that person is your executor, sometimes called a personal representative. Think of the executor as the quarterback of your estate. They aren't necessarily the person who gets the most property. Sometimes they may actually receive nothing, but they are the person responsible for the work of the estate. This is one of the most important decisions you'll make because no matter how independent you are right now, you cannot administer your own estate once you're gone. You have to get help from someone else. So, what does an executor actually do? It's a big job with a very specific critical path they must follow, often with deadlines along the way. First, they have to locate and protect all your property. It's like a giant scavenger hunt for your bank accounts, your home, and even your personal keepsakes. This is one reason why getting everything in order now will make things much simpler when your executor or personal representative steps in. Next, they have to manage that property, which might mean paying the mortgage or keeping the car insured until it can be handed over to your heirs. Then, they have to notify creditors that you've passed away and process any valid claims. They also have to file your final income tax returns and any estate taxes. Only after the bills and the government are paid can they finally distribute what's left to the people you've named in your will. At this point, it helps to understand something important about how an executor is able to do all of this. You may hear the terms fiduciary duties or fiduciary powers. At a high level, this means that an executor has a legal responsibility to act in the best interests of the estate, and that your will can give them the authority they need to handle practical matters efficiently, like managing accounts or dealing with property. In general, the clearer their authority, the smoother the administration process tends to be. Because an executor has access to estate assets, the law also builds in safeguards. In some situations, an executor may be required to post a bond. A bond is a form of financial protection designed to protect creditors and beneficiaries if the executor fails to carry out their responsibilities properly or performs illegal acts. Your will can address whether a bond is required. Some people prefer to waive it, especially when naming a trusted individual. It is an added expense, but some find reassurance in having it in place. In many cases, an executor is also permitted to receive compensation for the time and effort involved. This is about recognizing that serving as an executor can feel like a part-time job with real responsibilities. Your will can address whether compensation is allowed, and being aware of this option can make the role more realistic and sustainable for the person you choose. Finally, in some states, you can also influence the level of court oversight involved in administering your estate. Certain states require formal or even annual accountings, where the executor must document every dollar, where it is, and how it was spent. This level of oversight can provide transparency and protection, but it can also add time, complexity, and additional costs to the estate. Now here's a perspective shift. Choosing the right person isn't about who you love the most. It's about who is best for the job. Often, we want to name our spouse or our oldest child simply because of our relationship. But think of this position more like a job interview than a gift. When you look at your list of potential candidates, you need to ask, are they organized? Do they have a common sense judgment? Are they financially stable? You don't want to hand the keys to your life's work to someone who struggles with their own bank account or someone who is easily pressured by family members to change your plans. It's also helpful if they live nearby. If your executor lives across the country, they might have to spend weeks traveling back and forth to handle your house or go to the probate court, which can add unnecessary costs to your estate. But what if you have 3 children and you're worried about hurting someone's feelings? You might be tempted to name all of them as co-executors, so they have to work together. Think very carefully before you do this. As the saying goes, too many cooks spoil the broth. Naming multiple people to serve at the same time can lead to unnecessary disputes, delays, and a lot of family stress if they don't get along. For example, before any action can be taken, all 3 would need to agree and sign off, even something as simple as signing a check. Regardless of what you choose, be certain to choose some backup options. Life is unpredictable. Your first choice might become ill, they might move away, or they might simply decide they aren't up for the task when the time comes. By naming a second, third, or even fourth successor, you ensure that the court won't have to pick a stranger to manage your affairs. If the court has to step in, they might appoint someone who doesn't know your values and will charge much higher fees. So, what can you do right now? If all you do today is watch this video and realize that being an executor is a job, not just an honor, you have already gained massive clarity. You are now making decisions based on logic and protection, rather than just emotion. If you're ready for a small, immediate step, I want you to think about 2 people you trust implicitly. Then, I want you to schedule a time to talk to them. This shouldn't be a surprise you spring on someone. Ask them, do you want the job? Do you have the time? Do you understand what's involved? This conversation is a gift to them and to you. It prevents surprises and ensures they are willing to stand up for your wishes. For those who want to dive deeper, we have resources that can help you think through the decision of who you would like to serve as executor, and have included some helpful talking points and ways to help your potential executor. Every name you write down today is a step toward a smoother path for your family. You're making the hard decisions now so they don't have to later. You're doing great work. Let's keep going.